a young man that you saw driving in with the Rolls Royce, and he says, "Hey, Mariah," and then that whole night you were like, "Oh my gosh, I feel like butterflies."
Yes, more than butterflies.
Tupac Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said it like, "Hi, Mariah."
64. But I want to thank 54-year-old me for finally putting me first. It was 10 years ago this month. I walked out of divorce court, and within 7 days, the job I had worked so hard for was eliminated. Just like that. No longer a wife, no fancy job to define my success. And in that moment, I had to ask myself, why was this happening? I had asked God to free me from the life that no longer served me. But I never thought that would leave me without the two things that had defined me for over 30 years. But I thank God it did. Without that loss, I never would have gained so much in return. Like the courage to write a book, to start multiple businesses. I wouldn't have gained the courage to travel to over 14 countries alone. Wouldn't have discovered parts of me that I thought no longer existed. So my point is, don't be afraid to leap. Because when you leap, the net will appear to catch you and bring you to a life you didn't even know could exist for you.
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Dr. BOA. Yep, I got time today. When you meet a woman, you know instantly whether you're her type or not. You can tell from her energy. You can tell by the path of her eyes. You can tell by the way she looks at you. There's a look and then there's a gaze. You can tell if a woman is looking at you with a look of interest, with a look of nonchalance, a look of passion, a look of attraction. You can tell when she's giving you a look of wanton desire. But many men have entered situations with women who didn't give them anything close to that.
Tell us the truth!
And so you got to build her attraction. The dumbest thing you could ever do as a man is build a woman's attraction, because you can't do it. You got to give her enough stuff where she'll accept that she can't afford to not have all of the stuff you give. And it may not just be money. If she's financially situated, it won't be money. And one example of that is Mariah Carey, who married Nick Cannon after being married to Tommy Mottola. And all the while, her desire and lust was for thug life.
To your book real quick. There's a story of a young man that you saw driving in with the Rolls Royce, and he says, "Hey, Mariah," and then that whole night you were like, "Oh my gosh, I feel like butterflies."
Yes, more than butterflies.
Tupac Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said it like, "Hi, Mariah."
Yes, Mariah!
And I was like,
he knows who I am.
and I was hosting the AMAs that year, so I
you
had
were
to
busy.
I had to keep going back and forth, but I wanted to keep going back and forth because that happened.
Would you have done a song with him? I know that
Yes,
that would have been, I guess, the perfect moment. Unfortunately, we lost him too soon.
I know.
But seeing what you did with hip hop, where you were able to combine the two, especially around the moment that you did, it wasn't too, I guess they weren't telling you, hey, this is something you should do, this would better your career. This is something you did in spite of anyone telling you not to.
Mm-hmm. I loved hip hop, and I loved the moments that we're talking about, especially "Hi, Mariah." It was a pretty major moment for me, to say the least.
That would have been the power couple of all power couples. I'm telling you, Mariah. Like, no one.
I wish.
Oh my God.
Many women desire thug passion. And here's the reason why. It's not because of the lifestyle. It's not because of the bad boy stuff. It's not because of that. It's because there's a certain confidence and swagger that you have when you have navigated certain tough environments.
Grand Rising, my beautiful black queen. I hope I didn't awake you. I just wanted to let you know you were the first thing on my mind as soon as I woke up. After our date last night, man, I couldn't stop thinking about your beautiful smile.
Versus Hood Nig Morning Text.
Man, wake your mustache up, dog. Dirt ass, dance ass. Man, get the fuck up. Go brush your motherfucking mouth. I know that mouth stink, dog. I know. Oh, I can smell it over here, man. So listen, man, hit me up when you wake the fuck up, dog. Funky mouth ass. Stop playing with me.
There's just something about you. There's a fearlessness that you have. Now, it may be foolish fearlessness because it costs a lot of men who have this fearlessness their lives. Pac being one of those men. But it doesn't stop a woman from desiring that.
There's some kind of fetish with street dudes because we mistake them as being more masculine. I really wish that women would stop putting street dudes on a pedestal. And I mean, you see how Glorilla's song, she was talking about the type of dude that she wanted, and that's cool because she's selling you an illusion. And don't get me wrong, I love that song. I like Glorilla. But she's romanticizing and sexualizing the type of guy that you keep saying that you don't want.
There's something about that energy and essence that moves a woman. And not just hood chicks. Women like Mariah Carey. She says she wished she dated Tupac. And not because she could have or he tried her or anything. Simply because his voice made her moist. Now, I want y'all to think about that. Think about how many men have never had that. Think about you and your woman right now. Let me tell you something. If your woman is older now, and she's not even as attractive as she was before, if you met her at a time where your voice made her moist, man, you got that woman, you got her locked in forever. No matter who she be with, she belongs to you. You understand me? No matter who she's with, she belongs to you. That's why when guys go out and marry these women and they don't know their history or whatever, bro, there's somebody that woman is hooked on, will never be able to leave alone as long as she's alive. The man have to leave her alone. She can't leave him alone. And when you look at Nick Cannon and you look at Pac, you realize that Nick Cannon never did that. That's why Nick was like a bag boy. Like she treated him like a bag boy, bossed him around. He was always pulling luggage and doing all that. You think if Pac would have been with Mariah Carey, man, he'd have been dragging her luggage around? No. You know why? Because she would have been hugged up with him. If you see me out somewhere, bro, with a woman, you're going to see her hugged up with me. Not because I want her to be, but because I can't stop her from being. Because when she with me, she want to be up under me like that. She going to always be on my arm, hugged up. If we're standing up in line somewhere, she's going to be on my arm, hugged up with her head resting on my shoulder. Or she's going to be in front of me, hugged up with her head resting on my chest. I can have my hand behind her on my phone like this, man, checking some emails, and she'll just be there hugged up. It don't matter what I do. She just want to be right. She want to be in my skin like that. And the reality is, when you hear a woman say these things, you must remember that if you're not this type, how in the hell did you get trapped in making her your wife? Now, when you think about this, the more you look at this, the more you have to come to the realization that a woman wants who she wants. She'll settle for who's safe, but she never wants the safe guy. Women don't like the safe guy. Now, I know the safe guys all feel like, well, she'll want me eventually. Yes. When she runs out of other options, why in the hell you want to be the one that this woman want when she run out of other options? There's a woman out here that likes the safe guy. But I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of times that woman is traumatized. So you got to decide whether you're okay with a woman being traumatized by her own experiences or by watching other people's experiences. Sometimes a woman doesn't have her own experiences. She's just ready to settle down with the safe guy. But if you're a safe guy, you got to wait for that. You can't allow yourself to believe that it makes sense for you to settle for a woman who has a desire for thug life. That woman will never be satisfied with squaring this man if she got a desire for thug life, dog. She never will. And I'm telling you as a man who has an equal balance of thug/nerd. You understand? Educated thug. I'm the best of both worlds. But even I am not thuggish enough for a woman who wants hardcore, straight up mafia style, go to prison over and over again type energy. That ain't me. But the majority of women don't want that. And the woman who does want that level of toxicity, you don't want to be around her anyway. But I'm telling you, women always stay because of the nerd, but they come through the door ready to drop them draws because of the thug. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what it is. So that's why men have started to say, well, marriage is a business arrangement, because the majority of men are with a woman who doesn't like them, who isn't drawn to them, who isn't attracted to them. And so you may say, well, a woman ain't attracted to me. How can we be intimate? Y'all ain't intimate a lot. Eventually, listen, let me tell you something, and it's going to hurt some feelings. Eventually, a woman gets aroused enough where she'll use a toy. So if you're there and you got a live wood, she'd rather use a live wood. But if she ain't got a live wood around, she'll use one that ain't live. You understand me? And so I want you to understand that. That means absolutely nothing. I'm talking about when a woman desires a certain type of man, that is the type of man she desires. She won't ever desire anything else. She just won't. And so you'll be in a situation, man, where the woman will be with you and be imagining you're someone else. That's why when guys be telling my man, a woman called him another dude name, I'd be like, what? Bro, she really had transformed you into that guy. And there is no way you should be okay with pleasing a woman while she's fantasizing about someone else. No. If you don't fantasize about someone else, you let her go be with that guy. Let him please her. Or let her use some inanimate object to handle her own fantasy. I'm telling you, man, it's deep, bro. You cannot settle for a woman who likes a style that's not you. You just simply can't. That's why it makes no sense. If you're a square man, you can't end up with a hood chick. A hood chick has no desire for you. She can attach herself to the safety of you, but man, she has no desire for you. A woman who desires a man that's not you is going to cheat on you 100% of the time. And I'm telling you, that's why men be talking about, man, all these women cheat. All of them go out here and cheat. It's always some nice guy, man, that ended up with a woman, man, who want a thug. You can't be that guy. You know what I mean? If a woman like a man that's in shape and you 352 pounds, bro, your old lady is going to be sleeping around with men that's in shape. Now, I'm not saying that all of this is based on you. Some women they have this, they're nymphos. Some women just got to have more than one man can offer. Intimately. Some women want more loving, want more physical intimacy than one man can offer. They just want that. And more of those women are starting to become prevalent in this world. But when you look at a woman like Mariah Carey, look at how she carries herself. Look how she presents herself to the world. Always been married, she never come off like anything like the regular hood rat, right? So I'm telling you, it's not about the hood rat. It's about the fearlessness, the confidence that a man who's gone through certain things in a certain environment walks into a room with. That's just a confidence. Because it's like, man, I navigated that. If you telling me your life has been 2-parent home and it's all been good, always been supportive, got whatever you wanted, didn't have to do anything, criminal just to be able to feed yourself. Then if you telling me that's your life, you cannot have the confidence and fearlessness that I have. And I'm just going to be honest with you. That experience kind of makes you beat your chest. It's like a male lion. When he's in his prime, he roars loud. His scent is strong. Other lions don't even try to come into his territory. But as he softens, his roar weakens. He roars less. His scent weakens. And that's when he starts to deal with those attempts to take over his pride. And so I want y'all to understand something. You gotta like who likes you. And by like you, I mean desires you. People always talking about, well, she got to respect me, or she got to, man, the first form of attraction is physical. Physical attraction will give you leeway with a woman that all the other stuff won't. A woman has to be physically attracted to you. You have to be her type. If you're her type, then you can keep her emotionally, spiritually, and mentally weak by dropping the lumber on her, hitting her with the savage pack. You can't even hit a woman with the savage pack if you're not her type. If you're her type, she just want to submit to you. When you hear Mariah Carey talk, man, she just want to submit to Pop just from his voice, just from saying her name. Y'all got to understand what I'm telling you, bruh. I ain't making this up. All right, I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.